Whoa, hello. Didn't realise this live thing works on my normal profile. Doesn't work on the Urban Farm one. Nonetheless, we'll do that here. So we're doing a little bit of mulching today around the garden. I've got 13 cubic meters of mulch. Did not need that much, but the truck had that much, so he just tipped it in my front yard. How good's that? And I'll show you why you need to mulch. So, good place to do it. Let's turn around the camera and see what we can see. Cool. Right, this is my front garden. I've been basically putting a bit of mulch in just to keep the water preserved. And the way that the reason why you want to mulch is today was a 30-degree day. Okay, if your soil is barren, basically there's nothing on top of it on a 30-degree day, it will dry out. And in a couple of days it'll dry out quite significantly. What you want to do is when you put wood chips and so forth on top of it, you see how much moisture, right? See how much moisture it keeps. In the back of my yard, I've noticed that basically I can mulch about 15 centimeters or so, and I do not need to water anything for about, give or take, 2-3 weeks. And there'll still be enough moisture and your plants will not die. So there you go. That's the reason why I've basically invested quite a bit of time and effort, not necessarily money, just time and effort in putting as much mulch in my garden as I possibly can. We had a bit of a disagreement, my wife and I, as to I wanted to mulch the whole front yard, so it eliminates the need for me to do any grass cutting. I just wanted to get that out of the way, mainly because I'm so bloody lazy. But secondly, you don't need to do anything. You just put it down, walk away, plant some stuff. In 3-4 months down the track, you take all the credit and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know. But what I have done, another thing, which I don't know exactly if it's going to work out or not, so we'll see what happens. But a lot of the fruits and plants that I planted, I didn't actually dig a hole for it. I didn't dig a hole in the soil. What I've done is I've just suspended or placed the plant taken it out of the pot, put it onto the soil, and all I did was put mulch around it. So you've got this mandarin tree right there. So the mandarin tree does not have a hole for it. So basically all I did was put it on top of the grass. Not even grass. I think I might have cardboard underneath. And I've just piled a whole bunch of mulch around it. Now, you don't want to pile too much mulch because once that starts working, you don't want to basically kill the plant. But in this case, it's probably about 30-40 centimeters of sort of slow incline of mulch towards the plant. The good thing about it is that if we start peeling things off, and you can see that it's really, really moist. In comparison to the black pot that it was in, now it's going to be quite moist and the roots aren't going to dry out. So a big plus for this tree. I think this tree is going to be very happy going forward. Certainly a lot more happier than being in a pot, that's for sure. So there you go. For the existing plants, the only thing that I do is right where the stem is, I take the mulch away ever so slightly so that it doesn't rot the stem itself of the tree. But everywhere else, obviously, we've got mulch, but just like a centimetre or two, a couple of fingers worth, you take it away just so it doesn't rot the plant itself. A couple of other plants that I planted here, most of them have been done in a very similar fashion. I've just put them down and I've just put some mulch, and that's pretty much it. And pretty much just hoping them to take off and I don't have to do too much after this. Realistically, you probably would have wanted to do this, I don't know, about 2 months ago, hopefully. That's what I would have done if I had the time to, and maybe not even the time, I was just lazy, really, in all honesty. But then that would have given the mulch enough time to break down and start basically, having microbes in the soil. So basically just different types of little living organisms in the soil, which breaks down this mulch. And the whole point of this is to break down mulch and build on the soil that you already have. In my backyard, so let's say another reason why you should have mulch, right? So this is grass, right? Obviously, if you want to dig through this, you can't dig maybe not even a millimeter or two into that. When you have mulch for a couple of years, as it is in my backyard, you can actually start peeling off and you can see soil, right? You can see that there's soil underneath it, and you should be able to, after a while, dig maybe 10 to 15 or 20 centimeters into the mulch, which is a good thing because that gives the roots the air that it needs to breathe, and it also acts as a sponge for when you're watering. And if you have a house that is on a hill, the good thing is to mulch it as much as you possibly can, because that will absorb a lot of the water and you won't have as much runoff, especially if you've got problems with runoff itself. That's it for today. How exciting. I was really hoping to actually have this on the Urban Farmer channel, but no stress. I'm still trying to get my bearings about the way that this thing works. Bring them on camera. Well, hold on. Waving to everyone now. How about that? All of you that have wasted all of your time in watching and have just gone away with this magnificent amount of information, and you're going to make something out of yourselves. How about that? It's absolutely beautiful. Coolios. We'll wave some more. That's it on my mulch for the day. I'll show you the pile that I have. I actually really underestimated what 13 cubic meters of mulch is. In technical terms, it is a fuckload of mulch. It is a lot of mulch. There we are. Mostly my front yard full of mulch. That chair at the back, Natsha almost killed herself the other day because the bloody leg broke. So, won't tell her that. We'll keep that to ourselves, you and I. Okay. And if anyone's feeling like they want to break their back, look, the wheelbarrow is empty, so you can just get straight in there, start loading it up. I already see a couple of people that would love to get their workout in. Skip F45 today and come and shovel some mulch, eh? I know Down Begich, he's just a lovely guy, and he's the type of person that just loves to get his exercise on. So, mate, if you're watching, by all means, come over and exercise. Anyway, see ya.